What's up, guys? Day 78. Plan for today is to do this lead code that does not look that hard. Let me turn my music down. So plans to do that, and then I've been working on my resume today again because I keep getting the worst scanner scores known to man. It's quite a skill at this point to get as bad of scores as I have been. Regardless, probably gonna work on that for a little. And then I have another idea of what I want to change for nufood, like a different patch. What's up, guys? What's up, Cheese? Cheese, you're always first, bro. Fast as hell. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't know how long I'll do resume work, if I'll even do resume work. Because I for sure have one thing I want to implement for nufood, or at least like change. Which might actually be a little convoluted, but we'll get to that. All right. This one seems like pretty simple, by the way. Given an integer n, return true if it is possible to represent n as the sum of distinct powers of 3. Like, to me, it just means, like, if at any point actually, what's the restraint on this? 10 to 7. Okay, it's not that bad. So, like, my initial thought was backtracking. Because it's like you either take or don't take, and then pass in, like, the number, you know? But I should probably think if there's a better way to do it. Like, what if you just keep dividing by 3? Like, cause what? So 3 to the 3rd. This is probably like 3 to the 15th or something. That's the max number. Which means, like, if you just keep dividing it by 15. Or keep dividing it by 3. Some number of times. Is it just dividing by 3 though? Because it has to be distinct. Well, no, I'm thinking like mod. Like, I'm thinking a condition is like if n mod 3 but what would that be? Because n mod 3 equals 0 is fine. Because that just means you keep dividing. Is n mod 1 fine? I think it's just if n mod 2, right? Because there's no way to make 3 as a power of, 2 as a power of 3. Right? Because 3 to the 0 is 1, 3 to the 1 is 4, so it's not like you can add stuff. But you can make 1, because that's just 3 to the 0. Because, like, for 21, we would divide by 3 to get to 7. 7 mod 3 is 1, which would be fine. So we divide one more time I guess I'd have to do like integer division. Can you do mod on a float? Okay, you can. I don't know if that's right though. Because we would get 21, we divide by 3, we'd get to 7. 7 mod 3 is 1. So in my hypothetical that I was setting up, that'd be fine. So then we get to 3.5. Can we do like integer division? You do integer division in Python again. I think it's like 2 slashes. So could I do like sure. Kinda cooking. Banger. Banger! I wonder if there's a backtracking way to do this though. Like there has to be. Because when I first read it, it just like read as backtracking to me. Because like you either take 3 to that power or not, and then subtract. Because I was thinking like upper bound n. How do you find like if given an n, the max power it could be? Like what math operation is that? Is that like log base 3 technically? Because it's like 3 to what power equals some number. Yeah. I think that's how logs work. I've not worked with logs in a while. Because I was thinking like find the max n possible, take the ceiling of that, and then loop that many times, just either taking or not taking. And eventually checking if you get an integer ever, or you get 0 ever. I think you definitely could do that, but I don't think I'm going to do it tonight. It's just going to take too much time. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is fine. Welcome to what my life has been for, like, I don't know, many hours today. I rewrote a lot of this stuff because I keep getting, like every ATS scanner I use just fucking tells me that I'm a piece of shit. But it keeps telling me to like use more numbers, but I have numbers in like everything. But regardless, I know I want to change, like, can I highlight? Whatever. I want to change this. I don't like This just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know when I changed to this, but I don't like it. Because, I don't know. And then I talked to Shaman for a little bit, and he said, even though I'm going to be like, I'm still making the poker project, like just say it as if I did it. Which I think is the correct answer, because I can talk about like how I'm going to implement it, like as if I already did implement it. And then I really need to figure out the wording for my current job. Like, I just don't like the wording that I used, but it's hard to like get a good metric for what I'm doing in my job, because it's not really like I'm doing Python or something. Like, it's using some random fucking signal processing software for a DSP. So it's like, I don't know. It's definitely not the easiest thing to word on a resume for sure. But I think regardless, the thing I want to do first is change this poker stuff. I need to make like building a real-time poker game in Go. Because I also don't know for this project if I'm going to use HTMX for like front end. Like, I kind of want to, because I think it'd be fun to learn. But I also just could like use React. So I think I'll leave front end ambiguous. Via WebSockets for live gameplay. And then, or this should be built. Like, use concurrency for like fast hand evaluations or something, because like that's the plan, is like evaluate each person's hand concurrently. You're good at this, why don't you have a job? Market is tough, and I'm probably not as good as you think I am. Did I use utilized? Fuck. Is it Monte Carlo simulations? Is that what I'm going to be doing? I should probably fact check that. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need stats for like how fast this stuff is. I think that's like a big weakness that I don't have right now. But like I can't time them because I don't. I haven't like set up. Actually, technically could. It's just like. Computed. Not like this wording is just so bad. Computed. No, it's just not the right word. And currency for both. This is the most annoying thing I've like ever had to do, is try to get a fucking job in this space. Like unironically. Should have become an accountant or something. It's like not, wait, built a real-time poker bet game. Dude, this shit is just so unbelievably bad. Alright, for universal playlist, well, Flash-based full stack app. I feel like it used to be. I used to have such. A better, like, I'm trying to see if I have a history. Flash-based Python note framework to unify playlist management across Spotify and Apple Music. Need some like metric. The delusional dream is this summer, because I have not gotten anything for this summer. But realistically, I just like need to change my resume to update for my recent projects. But yeah, I'm currently trying to find internships for next summer, but I'm only giving myself about 2 more weeks, and then I'm gonna give up on trying to find internships and try to find research through my school, like at Northwestern. Because it's just getting to a point where I have just missed the window. Had 2 interviews this past month. Good looks, man. I just don't know how realistic it is for, I guess I should say me, because I do not have like a good resume and or network. So I'm very much have been and continue to struggle getting any responses from companies, even like setting up an OA or an interview. But low-key good shit for you. It's very impressive. Planet Auth. It's kind of the same. 4 interviews for like 600 apps. I hope something comes of it for you, man. I hope your fucking journey can come to an end. That's an insane grind. I've not touched that many numbers. How do you even find a 600? That's crazy as fuck. Impressive. That's crazy. Reduced. Like, I know the rough metric for this, but I just don't know the exact. But I just don't know if that matters. I don't really think it matters, but whatever. Because the whole point of this project was, like, if I had a playlist on Spotify, I could link my Apple Music, like my sister's Apple Music account, and it would, like, create the playlist on her account. What do you mean by technical questions? Like system design more? Or what? That's quite cool. At least. I fucking hate leetcode questions. Like I hopped into an interview for a Fortune 100 company. Oh, interesting. Like about frameworks or? Like, I'm trying to think of what like questions. Like, could you give me like an example question? React HTML. Oh, okay. Yeah, so OP. Yeah, I've heard that's like taking an uptick. Like, it's more like design some basic object class instead of like this leetcode stuff. And I'll probably only get less leetcode-y based on like that new guy that made the fucking like, fuck leetcode thing. Wait, why are your messages retracting? What the fuck is happening? I hope you're doing that. It's not something crazy happening. Reduce time taken to transfer playlist data. Like, I don't know how else to word this, because like the whole thing of how this thing worked was yeah, I am a sophomore. Yeah, I'm a sophomore. I just want an actual fucking job this summer. I just want to learn. Like, I'm so sick of just doing projects myself. Like, I want a mentor or something like that. Like, I want to fucking learn how to write actually good code. Which, like, you can teach yourself to an extent, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm the blind leading the blind, and both blind people are myself. Yeah, I like completely agree. It's just like the thing I'm doing now just isn't software engineering. Like, is the thing that sucks. And also, both of these are startups that have not really gotten like a Playwright. I left this before getting like a good amount of use, or like I don't even know where it's at users wise because I'm not on the team anymore. So it's like I took this from 0 to like something to give to users, but like I don't know, you know, it's hard. Like I struggle with like data and stuff and what it actually, like the impacts I've had, because it's the same thing for this guy. The thing I'm at now is all about outdoor audio, and I don't know if you know this, but Chicago right now is like fucking 20 degrees out typically, so we haven't done any like customer stuff. Because it's like in my internship I'm using like Sigma Studio, which is this old audio like production software. It's like there's just like not a lot of key buzzwords I can use in this. But you're right, I should. My technical projects are like I don't know, I just definitely can't make this as long as this, to be honest. I should make it closer, because it's kind of like disproportionate. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what I'm doing. Taking something there, 0 is big. That's fair. I don't know, like do you know that wouldn't be sweet stuff? No. the title was software and hardware intern for audio stuff. So I was assuming it was going to be like some MATLAB, some like Python stuff. It was not. But I'm not going to like show up to the job the first day, see it's not what I expect, and dip. So yeah. Because like having it as an experience is better than nothing. Because the guy like is super nice that I'm like working for, but Northwestern offers a ATS scanner, like for students. Is ideation not a word? Oh, it is. Like, it's so hard to come up with bullet points for my fucking current job. I can't lie. Because, like, what I've done in my current job so far is, like, pretty much design equalizer circuits for, like, audio in is the same as out of a speaker. It's called flattening the audio. And then you come up with an equalizer curve to make the audio sound better, most commonly following, like, the Harman curve. And some other EQ stuff that you can do based on, like, just testing. And then also, like I said, I made, like, a priority-based switcher between, like, Bluetooth input and aux input, like, so the user doesn't have to manually switch between the two. And, like, that's all I've done in 7 weeks, because this fuck-ass software takes so long to, like, design stuff for. I'm just struggling, to be honest. I think I maybe should combine this bullet point into this bullet point, like featured in the Daily Northwestern. And scaled to 1,000 or 100 users. It's just so hard to come up with bullet points. I don't know. I remember I wanted to say via, like, I don't know, like song pattern matching, because it wasn't like a one-to-one. I remember I had to like look up some ISBN number. If you separated your bullet point. Are you talking for created signals, like for this one? Yeah. Yeah, it's fair. I can bring back what I used to have. I was just combining it into one because it was like, originally just, like the original bullet that I had was creating signal processing software aimed to seamlessly connect indoor and outdoor living. The ATS scanner that I ran it through hated that fucking thing and was like, this shows me nothing. I don't care about this. But like, I thought that was a good bullet point. In ChatGPT, I have used it for a good amount of this. It's not good. Yeah, let me just sue ChatGPT. You start going audio. Because, like, that's actually measured. That one is, like, a bullet point that's, like, true. I did do that. Like, I just don't know if it's worth a bullet point. I feel like it is. Whatever, fuck it. None of this matters. I'm not getting a job. Reduced outgoing audio distortion by 15% and implemented. I don't even give a fuck. I'm gonna change one more thing and then I'm gonna actually like do code. Whatever. Good enough. I'm gonna close this for now and then we'll go over to let me make sure I have nothing sensitive on any food open right now. Sorry. Where would that be? Sorry, I do have to. Okay. Okay, so the main thing I want to fix for right now is for my set user preferences right now, how I'm taking it in is I just look at the body of a JSON payload and then I unmarshal it into an array of all data items. And the reason I was doing this is because on the front end, so pretty much what's happening is I'm serializing like an array of the entire person's JSON thing. And what I'm realizing is I just like one, that's real bad because you can send a payload of like items that are just like nonsense data, which like technically you'll be able to do with what I'm going to describe, but like you can't send an array of them, which is better because then it'll trigger the rate limiting thing. What I'm instead going to do is like, so instead of doing like body goes to some, I don't know, JSON serialized, here's like the structure of instead of this, where the body is the entire user's preferences, what I'm instead going to do is simply on select send a name field like in the JSON and then with the item name. Wait 1 second. Sorry, one friend texted me. Okay, so essentially, this is what I'm going to do. What I need to look up actually is I wanted to find a SQL command for like, oh, but I can't because I enter the SQL as a serialized JSON. Shit. which means I'm gonna have to query data. I'm gonna have to query to get the user's preferences. But I don't want to do two different. I'm gonna have to do two different database operations. Because the problem is, if I do this, like the cool thing with what I do now, or I guess something I could send back is like a type, which is either add or remove. Because the whole thing I want to avoid is nah shit, I'm just gonna have to. Sorry, one of my friends is getting fucked by something. The way I'm serializing data right now means that the thing I'm going to have to do is, like if the DB's here, I'm going to have this request that is going to ping the database to like get the current. And then based on add or remove flag, then either append or delete. And then send, like, say modify array, and then send it back. So now an operation that used to take one now is going to take two database calls, but I don't know how to not do that. Because I want to avoid passing back and forth the whole JSON serialized thing that I do now. how slow will this be? Because I know DB calls are always the slowest operation. I'm gonna have to end stream a little bit early. One of my friends is going through something not very fun right now. Yeah, I might have to end stream. Shit. Okay. I'm very sorry. I gotta talk to this guy about something that's happening. I'm gonna get to doing the operations thing. We'll talk about it tomorrow, what I ended up doing. I'm very sorry. This is gonna be a lot more of just me looking at my other monitor and not coding because I have to talk to this guy right now. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for day 79. If anything else happens, I'll post in the Discord. Good night, guys.